It's Varsity Quiz Bowl. And today, John Andre, Ford Mayu, Rookie Leon, and Bert Vertigetz from Ecole Classique will meet in a battle of quick recall. George Bauer, Dane Cialino, Pat Owens, and Brian Veed from New Orleans Academy. The alternate from Ecole Classique is Troy Saporito, and the coach, Cheryl Welch. And the alternate from New Orleans Academy is Robbie Young, and the coach, Lynn Thompson. And now, here's our moderator, Mel Levin.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone, and welcome once again to Varsity Quiz Bowl. This was the second round of play between New Orleans Academy and Ecole Classique, both of whom were winners in the first round of activity. Right now, I'd like to introduce quickly our judge, Dr. Ann Akers. Our scorer is Phyllis Hartley, Associate Director of Records at the University of New Orleans, and our recognizer for today's match is Mike Cooney of our production staff here at WYES. Let's give them a nice round of applause, please. All right, Ecole, New Orleans Academy, we're ready to go, and here's a face-off. We're leading up now to a lanyap of 30 points. This is a quickie. C. Everett Koop of Philadelphia is President Reagan's latest appointee. For 10 points, to what position will he be appointed?
New Orleans Academy, Veed.
Secretary of Labor.
No, afraid that's incorrect. Ecole Classique. Anyone? He will be the Surgeon General of the United States. All right, another face-off. The fleur-de-lis is the flower of the lily and a symbol, of course, of France and of this city, as a matter of fact. For 10 points, what flower has a sacred flower, or was a sacred flower to the people of Egypt, India, and China, and is also the national flower of China, or rather of India. National flower of India.
New Orleans Academy, Veed.
Papyrus flower.
No, I'm afraid not. Ecole Classique, anyone? It's the lotus. We have another face-off. From their beginning in a small Massachusetts town 50 years ago, frozen foods have become accepted by retail, food service, and the consumer as a substantial part of good eating, as well as being able to provide just about any kind of fruit, vegetable, beverage, or entree all year long. For 10 points, name the label under which the first frozen foods were...
Bird's Eye.
That's right, Bird's Eye. Clarence Bird's Eye. For a long time, his name was synonymous with frozen foods. They were Bird's Eye foods. Okay. Ecole Classique, you have an audio lanyap coming up. This will be worth 30 points. It's in 3 parts, and I'll ask the 3 questions in a moment. But first, I want you to listen to the music that we're going to play for you.
I could flirt with all the guys, smile at them and bat my eyes, press against them when we dance.
All righty, here come the questions. Number 1, tell me the name of the song. Recognize it? Okay, we'll move along. The name of the singer.
Stockard Channing.
That's right, Stockard Channing. And finally, the name of the movie in which the song was performed.
Grease.
That's right, right on 2 of the 3. The song, incidentally, is entitled There Are Worse Things I Could Do. 20 points for Ecole Classique. We have another face-off. We're going for a lanyap at 20 points. Coming up. He's 18 years old, shy, 7 feet tall, and will continue his education and play college sports.
Ralph Sampson.
No, that's another one of those giants, but this isn't the one we're talking about. We'll repeat now for Ecole. According to the rules, he is 18 years old, shy, 7 feet tall, will continue his education and play college sports at Georgetown. When he graduates in June, for 10 points, named as nationally prominent high school basketball sensation. Maybe the next Ralph Sampson, who knows? Anyone? His name is Pat Ewing. Pat Ewing. You'll be hearing a lot more of him over the years, I'm sure. Another face-off. This one word is both the name of a model of an automobile and of a large leopard-like ferocious member of the
Classique male.
Cougar.
No, I'm afraid that's incorrect. I'll repeat now for New Orleans Academy. This one word is both the name of a model of an automobile and of a large leopard-like ferocious member of the cat family that is found naturally from the southwest United States to Argentina. For 10 points, what is the word that applies to both?
New Orleans Academy, Cialino.
Lynx.
No, jaguar is what we're thinking of, jaguar. We have another face-off. It was a turbulent decade. The Sepoy Rebellion broke out in India British Columbia became a British colony. Darwin published his theory of evolution.
New Orleans Academy, Owens.
1870s?
No, I'm afraid that's incorrect. I'll repeat now for Ecole Classique. It was a turbulent decade. The Sepoy Rebellion broke out in India. British Columbia became a British colony. Darwin published his theory of evolution. The Lincoln-Douglas debates were held in Illinois. John Brown seized Harper's Ferry. For 10 points, correctly identify this decade.
Ecole Classique, Mayo.
1860s.
Ooh, not quite. It was the 1850s, actually. 1850s. We have another face-off. The nation's oldest living former First Lady celebrated her 96th birthday in Independence, Missouri a week ago. For 10
Ecole Classique, Mayo.
That's Truman.
correct. Bess Truman. Your lanyap is 20 points. Requires 2 answers. It's that time again, as you know, with parades and tableaux and balls. And this lanyap is certainly in that spirit. For 10 points each, tell me first the translation into English of Mardi Gras. And for another 10 points, give me the English translation of the Latin words from which the word carnival was derived. Mardi Gras and carnival. What do they actually mean?
Meat eating or something.
Okay, first one is Fat Tuesday.
That's correct for Mardi Gras, literally Fat Tuesday.
Okay.
Carnival?
Meat eating.
Oh, no. That is close, but actually it means specifically farewell to meat or meat eating. Carnival, and you have 10 points. Ecole Classique. We have another face-off. We're going for a lanyap at 25 points. He's the author of such bestsellers as The Chancellor Manuscript, The Hallcroft Covenant, The Bourne Identity, and The Mattery Circle.
Ecole Classique, Andrew.
That's correct, Robert Ludlum. And those were just a few of his books. A lanyap at 25 points coming up. Calls for 5 answers. Motion picture is the subject. The best motion picture of 1980 will soon be selected. You can earn 5 points apiece, up to a total of 25. If you can correctly identify the winner of the Academy Award for Best Picture in each of the last 5 years. 1975 through 1979. All right?
I'd like to delegate this to Miss Andrew.
75 was One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Correct.
76 was Rocky.
Correct.
77 was Annie Hall.
Correct.
78 was Deer Hunter.
Correct.
79 was Kramer versus Kramer.
And now, Miss Andrew, would you like to predict 1980? 5 of them, 25 points. Whoa, boy. They rattled those off. We have another face-off now. We're going for a lanyap at 20 points. It can be used to alleviate hay fever, to treat wounds, as a center for golf
New Orleans
balls.
Academy, Ciolino.
Antihistamine?
No, I'm afraid that's incorrect. I'll repeat now for Ecole Classique. Must ring in. It can be used to alleviate hay fever, to treat wounds, as a center for golf balls and antifreeze mixtures, to make ice cream, in cough medicines, or it can be eaten plain as such. For 10 points, what is this substance that is made from bees?
Ecole Classique, Leon.
Honey is correct. All right, we have a lanyap of 20 points. Lucretia Borgia may have been the most famous poisoner, but poisons have played a romantic role in literature and life for centuries. For 5 points apiece, identify the following poisons. First, the poison allegedly drunk by Socrates.
Be hemlock.
Correct. Incidentally, I misstated. It's a 25-point lanyap, not 20. You have 5 of them. Okay, it's 5 points for 5 more. The poison used by some South American Indians on poison darts is called what?
Curare.
That's right, it is curare. The traditional ingredient of rat poison. Rat poison.
Arsenic.
No, it's strychnine. Number 4, the poison you associate with ladies and old lace.
Arsenic.
Arsenic. And finally, the term for poison obtained from a snake. General term.
Venom.
Venom's right. You got 4 of the 5. 20 points. And with the buzzer, we're going to move now to a rapid fire round. In rapid fire, I ask the questions as quickly as they're answered. Not quite that quickly, but if you answer correctly, it's 10 points. An incorrect answer is a -5. It's a 2-minute countdown round. There are no referrals, remember, as you have in face-offs. In other words, no second answers are allowed. We move from question to answer and so on until the buzzer rings again. This week's rapid fire is on people, places, and things based on general knowledge. All the answers begin with the letter T, as in terrific. Ready? Here we go. Number 1, in social usage, forbidden.
New Orleans Academy, Celino.
Taboo.
Correct, for 10. A rich, many-layered pastry is called a...
New Orleans Academy, Vide.
Tapestry.
No, tort. Triangular pyramid having 4 plain faces.
New Orleans Academy, Vide.
Pyramid.
No, this is tetrahedron, tetrahedron. Native Indian or African drum.
New Orleans Academy, Celino.
No.
It's tom-tom. Tropical bird with a large beak and striking coloration.
New Orleans Academy, Owens.
Toucan.
Correct. Alcoholic solution of a medicinal substance called tincture. What vitamin B1 is called?
Ecole Classique, Andrew.
Simon.
That's right. American novelist who wrote Penrod. His name was Tarkington. Birthplace of Elvis Presley.
New Orleans Academy,
Tupelo,
Owens.
Mississippi.
That's right. Capital of Libya.
New Orleans Academy, Owens.
Tripoli.
Correct. All right. Element name for the Norse god of war. Norse
New
god of
Orleans
war.
Academy, Vide.
Thor.
No, it's thorium. Thorium. Thor, of course, was the god, but the element was named thorium. All right. Number 12, Shawnee Chief, who fought against William Henry Harrison at the Battle of Tippecanoe.
New Orleans Academy, Bauer.
Tecumseh.
That's right. English novelist who wrote The Virginians and Vanity Fair.
Ecole Classique, Andrew.
Thackeray.
That's right. Swift, whirling Italian dance in 6/8 time. It's called a tarantella. Athenian historian of the Peloponnesian War.
Ecole Classique, Vertigets.
His name was Thucydides, Japanese general of World War II, hanged for war crimes in 1948.
Ecole Classique, Mayo.
Tojo.
Correct. The fool in Shakespeare's As You Like It. It's called touchstone, the hard fat of sheep that is used in making candles.
New Orleans Academy, Bauer.
Tower.
That's right. U.S. tennis great of the 1920s, Bill, what was his last name?
Ecole Classique, Leon.
Tilden.
That's right. And that's the buzzer. Okay, that ends our first half. We're going to take a breather here, and then we'll be back in just a moment to talk to the people who are playing for both Ecole Classique and New Orleans Academy about their future academic plans. Then we'll resume with Varsity Quiz Bowl. So don't go away.
Hi, I'm Bob Vila, and this is our exterminator, Abe Kuiper. He reports that we have carpenter ants, powder post beetles, lots of rotting wood, but no termites. Right?
I haven't found any yet, but there's an area here that looks
He's
promising.
still looking.
See it Sunday evening at 6 here on Channel 12.
Back again, ladies and gentlemen. We'll return to action in a few moments, but right now we want you to meet some of our, well, all of our players. And we've asked them to tell you a little bit about what they plan to do academically in the future. We're going to start with Jean over here for Ecole Classique. Jean?
Well, I'm planning to go to Newcomb College where I'll major in history, and then I want to go on to Tulane Law School.
Tulane Law. That's good. Ford, what about you?
I haven't really made up my mind on too much yet. If I want to go to college, I'll probably plan on going up to LSU, Baton Rouge. I'm not sure what I might major in.
You just, well, you've got some time to do that. How about you, Ricky?
Well, it's pretty sure that I'm going to Tulane, and I'm studying either psychology or one of the dramatic arts.
One or the other. Well, you could apply them one way or another.
Yeah?
The two are a great, good luck. Very nice.
Well, I have a little bit of time coming to me, and I'm just going to leave all my options open.
Now, you're a freshman?
Yes, sir.
There aren't too many freshmen that played this game. Not many of them have enough poise or are real savvy to do it, and I think that's worth a round of applause, don't you, Bert? We'll see you back next year, Bert, huh?
Yes, sir.
And good luck to you all. New Orleans Academy, an all-senior crew here. And my goodness, you got more braid than General Patton's group when they entered Germany. But one way or another, let's begin with George and find out what he's going to do.
Well, I'd like to major in mechanical engineering at Rose-Hulman Institute of Technology.
That's good. Good luck to you. How about you, Dane?
I'm hoping to go to Washington Lee University. I really don't know what I'm going to do yet.
It's an outstanding school. Pat?
Well, I'm going to major in aerospace engineering and somewhere out of the state.
Uh-huh.
And just go to UNO for a couple years and earn credits to support that course.
Very good. Now, what about you, Brian?
Well, I was going to accept the scholarship that Loyola offered me and major in accounting, then go on to get a law degree. So it's pretty well set there.
That's good. With a nice smile, he says. New Orleans Academy, it's great to have you with us. We got half the school down here. A big little school, 71 years of age, with a tremendous tradition. And of course, I don't know whether I mentioned it, but Ecole has about 26-year history of private schools in the area. Okay, second half begins. Now, there's a pretty big gap between the two teams, but a lot can happen in the next 10 minutes. And we're going to accelerate that by starting right now with a face-off leading up to a lagniappe of 20 points. And here it is, the Schick test a generation ago, used routinely by pediatricians, is a test for immunity to a disease once prevalent, but now almost eradicated by routine immunization of babies and children.
New Orleans Academy, V.
Measles.
No, I'm afraid that's incorrect. We'll repeat now for Ecole Classique. The Schick test, a generation ago used routinely by pediatricians, is a test for immunity to a disease which was once prevalent, now almost eradicated by routine immunization of babies and children. For 10 points, name the disease.
Ecole Classique, Andre.
Polio.
No, this is for, or was for, diphtheria. Diphtheria. Another face-off. Richard Strauss composed a tone poem about a Spanish libertine eternally pursuing women, hoping to find one who is to him incarnate womanhood, the great ideal. For 10 points, what is the title of
Ecole Classique, Leon.
Don Quixote.
No, afraid that's incorrect. We'll repeat for New Orleans Academy. Richard Strauss composed a tone poem about a Spanish libertine eternally pursuing women, hoping to find one who is to him incarnate womanhood. For 10 points, what's the title of the work? Anyone want to take a
New Orleans
shot?
Academy, Owens.
Don Juan.
That's the title, 10 points. All right, New Orleans, you got a chance now to start narrowing that gap. If you can answer this one, which is a visual lagniappe for 20 points. I want you to look at the monitors out here in the studio. You'll see an area famous in its own right, but made even better known by a motion picture. For 10 points, name the city and country in which these ruins are found. And for another 10 points, name the James Bond film in which they are featured. Remember this film. And a long, long scene takes place in these very ruins. Can you identify the name of the movie and the name of the locale?
All right, is it in Greece? No.
All right, can you name the movie?
For Your Eyes Only?
No, the movie actually was The Spy Who Loved Me, and the locale is Egypt. It's around Thebes, at Luxor. We'll have another face-off going for a lagniappe at 20. He's one of Life magazine's 4 original photographers and is considered the father of photojournalism. For 10 points, can you name him? Considered the father of photojournalism. Worked with Life for, goodness knows, 4 decades, I guess. Alfred Eisenstadt is his name. We have another face-off for 10 points. With what group of early Americans do you associate the Reverend John Robinson and Miles Standish?
New Orleans Academy, Owens.
Puritans.
That is correct. Puritans are pilgrims. They were all separatists, I should say, settlers of Plymouth Plantation. You picked up 10. Here's a chance at 20 more. In general, nothing fades more quickly from the public attention than last year's bestsellers. How many people remember Curtain or the Choir Boys? For 5 points apiece, see if you can recall the authors of these past bestsellers. First, Passages. Anybody remember the author?
Agatha Christie?
No, might be more germane to ask if anybody remembers the book. They come and go quickly. Number 2, Trinity. Trinity. Now, you may have read about this one, if you did not read it. Author was? Ask for an answer.
Eurus?
That's right, it was. Leon Eurus. All right, number 3, Oliver's Story. A little more popular.
Siegel?
That's right, it was. Eric Siegel. Finally, Roots.
Haley.
Haley's right. You got 3 of the 4, 15 points, New Orleans Academy. Another face-off. We're going for a lagniappe of 30 points. For a quick 10, teams, who was the only bachelor president of the United States?
New Orleans Academy, Owens.
James Buchanan.
That's correct. James Buchanan was the only bachelor president. Now you have a chance to add 30 more. In a way, creeping up. The principal ingredient of any omelet, of course, is eggs. For 5 points each, identify the principal ingredient of each of the following exotic foods. Give you the food, you tell me the main ingredient. First, guacamole. Guacamole. Ask for an answer, please, Kev.
Avocado?
That's right. Baked Alaska. You can delegate.
Crab. King crab.
No. It's ice cream.
Oh.
Non-baked Alaska might have it. I don't know. Shish kebab. Shish kebab.
Beef, meat?
No, it's lamb. Lamb. Pâté de foie gras. Pâté de foie gras. is goose liver. Vichyssoise. Vichyssoise. All right. Well,
Fish?
no, this is potato. Type of potato soup, cold. Grits. Grits.
Corn?
Yeah, you got to get that down here. That's right, corn or hominy. What do we pick up there, Judge? 2? 2 gives you 10 more points, though, New Orleans Academy. Another face-off. We're going for a lanyap at 25. Screenwriter Steve Tessich. Producer-director Peter Yates of the team responsible for the award-winning film Breaking Away. Their new mystery, thriller, romance has recently opened in New Orleans. For 10 points, what is its title?
Ecole Classique Verdict.
Spanx?
No. New Orleans Academy. First, unless you...
New Orleans Academy Vede.
Come to me.
No, it's eyewitness. Eyewitness. All right, we have another face-off. The Louisiana Constitution of 1845 created a new office which was filled by Alexander Dimitri, D-I-M-I-T-R-Y. For 10 points, what was this new state office?
New Orleans Academy Owens.
Lieutenant Governor?
No, I'm afraid not. Ecole Classique. Anyone?
Ecole Classique Mayor.
Secretary of State?
No, this was the Office of State Superintendent of Education. Another face-off. He recently celebrated his 40th birthday. He grew up in the Calliope Project and is determined that youngsters growing up in his old neighborhood will have it better. Music's been a part of his life since he was a
Ecole
kid.
Classique Mayor.
Neville?
That's right, it was. Neville. We're leading into a question generally about the Neville brothers, who are really one of the phenomenal groups to come out of New Orleans. Another lanyap at 25 points. Superstitions are part of every culture. I'll tell you the event, then you tell me what is supposed to happen. First, you catch a wedding bouquet. What would that mean? What would happen as a result of that?
Okay, you'd be the next one to get married.
That's right, hopefully. You walk under a ladder. What does that connote?
Bad luck?
That's right, bad luck soon. You blow out all those birthday candles.
Get a wish.
Get a wish.
Correct. You pull out a gray hair. All right, we'll ask for an answer.
You get another one?
I don't know how to judge this one. You're supposed to get 2 back. You get a real extra dividend you don't want. You break a mirror.
7 years bad luck.
You got it. That's 4 of the 5, and that's 20 points. Another face-off. We're going for a lanyap at 20. Appropriately enough, the state whose nickname is the Equality State was the first to grant women the vote. For 10 points, name the Equality State.
New Orleans Academy Owens.
Arkansas?
No. Ecole Classique.
Ecole Classique Leon.
Virginia?
No, it was the state of Wyoming. We have another face-off. For a quick 10 points, what is considered to be the fastest marathon course in the world? Be specific.
New Orleans Academy Celina.
The Causeway, New Orleans?
That's right, New Orleans Causeway course. We should have added if the wind is behind you, but it has the longest straightaway. You've got a lanyap at 20, calls for 2 answers, NOA. There are 2 parishes in the state of Louisiana whose names begin with the letter I. For 10 points each, name them. 2 Louisiana parishes.
Iberia and Iberville?
You got them both, 20 points. We have another face-off. We're going for a lanyap at 20. For 10 points, name the extinct reptile-like bird of the Jurassic period which
New
had
Orleans
teeth.
Academy Celina.
Archaeopteryx?
That's right, it is. And we have a lanyap of 20 points. Now, the New England colonies of the 17th century were places of great religious fervor and debate. 2 theological leaders of importance were actually banished from Massachusetts Bay Colony. For 10 points apiece, name first the woman of spirit and wit who was banished for preaching antinomianism and threatening the authority of the church. She was founder of Rhode Island.
Anne Hutchinson?
Correct. For 10 more, the radical minister who argued the civil magistrates had no right to rule upon matters of conscience and founded the community of Providence. Also founder of Rhode Island. What was his name?
Ben.
No, this was Roger Williams, but you picked up 10 more points, New Orleans Academy. Another face-off, going for a lanyap at 20. For 10 points, his real name was Vladimir Ulyanov. For 10 points.
New Orleans Academy Owens.
Lenin?
Correct, it was Lenin. 20 points a lanyap. Solid Gold has already determined the #1 hit of 1980. For 10 points each, name the tune and name the performer. The #1 hit of the past year. This is according to Solid Gold.
Okay,
Take a shot at it?
Lady by Kenny Rogers.
No, it was among the top hits. The number one was Rock and Roll Is the Same to Me, and it was Billy Joel. We have another face-off. Going for a lanyard at 25 for 10 points. Tell me the name of the single that John Lennon and Yoko Ono were working on in the studio.
Selena.
Woman.
No, I'm afraid that's incorrect. We'll repeat for Ecole Classique. Tell me the name of the single that John Lennon and Yoko Ono were working on in the studio the night before Lennon was shot. It has just been released by Yoko and is a gentle, philosophic expression of loss. With, I might add, a rather ironic title. It's called Walking on Thin Ice. Another face-off for Quick 10. What is the National Broadcasting Company's parent company?
Ecole Classique, maybe.
Columbia Broadcast?
No, I'm afraid that's incorrect. New Orleans Academy, can you take it? The Radio Corporation of America, RCA. Another face-off. New music director of the St. Paul, Minnesota Chamber Orchestra is a famous string player. And we won't get this one out as the buzzer has rung. This is a tremendous comeback by New Orleans Academy. It may be a little short, I'm afraid. However, one way or another, a great performance by Ecole. We're going to validate the final score, and then we'll be back to declare the winner in this exciting contest. So stay tuned, won't you?
I'm Roger Ebert, co-host of Sneak Previews, your weekly guide to the new movies in town.
I'm Gene Siskel. Next time on Sneak Previews, we'll review The Competition, a love story with Richard Dreyfuss and Amy Irving, The Dogs of War, starring Christopher Walken as a mercenary soldier, and Tess, Roman Polanski's adaptation of the Thomas Hardy novel.
Join us for reviews of these movies and more next time on Sneak Previews.
Sunday evening at 10 on Channel 12.
And here's the final score, ladies and gentlemen. Despite a heroic rally by New Orleans Academy, it scored almost 100 points in 7 minutes. Ecole Classique emerges the winner in a really tough contest, 170 to 130. Congratulations, Ecole. You've advanced to the 3rd round. And although NOA's 4 graduating seniors won't be seen on this studio floor again, we wish them a lot of luck. We look forward to seeing you back again at Ecole Classique in April when you'll meet Riverdale in the 3rd round, the round of 16. We'll hope to see you again next Saturday. Goodbye, everyone.
The preceding program The preceding program was made possible by a grant from Pan American Life Insurance Company.